Welcome, guys. Welcome back to Awakening with Stacy. I hope you all are doing well. We are going to do a random energy reading for today because honestly, I usually feel energies a couple days before most people is what I noticed. And yeah, there's a lot going on. The eclipse are in full effect of eclipsing things out. So let's just see what the heart of the matter is and go from there because I have no idea where this is going to go. As always, I hope you all are doing well. Please subscribe if you have not already. Hit the like. YouTube likes that for some reason. Helps get the video out. Step out of your own comfort zone, North Node. So following what your North Node is in your chart, in your birth chart, if you know what that is. If not, I would suggest finding that out. You are good enough. Don't let pride get in your way. Conclusions are within reach. Energy is gaining momentum, that's for sure. A new romantic cycle begins. So having the energy of not feeling good enough for ourselves, for others, and at the same time, somehow letting pride get in the way of either feeling the emotions, detaching from the emotions, letting your pride get in the way is going to be a major part of this. Conclusions are within reach. So that's good to know. But the energy is gaining momentum. So you're going to have to know that you're good enough and not let your pride get in the way at the same time. So you're going to have to balance that out against your ego self and your higher self, and also realizing what you have control over and what you do not. And if we can do that in these energies and we don't let it blow up all the way, because whatever energy you're sitting in is gaining power, but a new romantic cycle begins in whichever way that works for you. But a new cycle begins. It doesn't have to be romance, but it might be. Surrender every decision that happens, everyone who gets taken out of your life, everything that changes in your life. Surrender to the divine to know that it's for your higher good. Even when it hurts like hell, it's for your higher good. Reminding myself that today. Balance spirituality and practicality. Absolutely. Balancing out, not spending more time in one spirituality or practicality. Try to balance them out. Balancing this will be the key. Let's get some more messages. What exactly is going on? Empress. And in this Empress card, it's delays will prove necessary, and she's all bloody. So this Empress has been through a lot. She has been at war. There's blood all over her white dress. Things have not been equal. Things do not feel fair. By the King of Cups. Being very emotional, trying to be gentle. And feeling a little shy. And she's at war and she's bloody because of the Two of Cups, because of this journey, the journey of two people. She's still sitting there on her throne, but she looks like she's been through the war herself. She didn't just sit on the throne. what happened to the Cups. Or better yet, tell me about the Empress. What all happened with her? Why is she all bloody? You know, it's the Two of Cups, the journey of two people. Journey they've been on. She has to step out of her comfort zone, and I think that she did that, but she still ended up bloody. Maybe ego got in the way, maybe something wasn't balanced. She was still bound. She bound to. Well, she thought that this Two of Cups was going these two people, this journey of these two people were going to end up being the Ten of Cups, the love of a lifetime, soul contracts. And why did she feel bound up? Okay, because there was new ideas and creations coming in, and then a tower came in with it. So it's like this tower moment has to happen to get to this Ace of Wands for this new idea to begin. And this has to do with a marriage contract. Very public. Empress. Justice. Legal situation or documents. That goes with that. So, okay, what is going to happen here? What are these documents? What is this justice? What's going on for these two people? Six of Cups. Soul connections. We can't be broken. Over here by the Empress, the bloody Empress, she wants peace of mind above all things. The Lovers, an ultimatum, building something. She was building something, marriage, a relationship, relatives, loving relationships, all the ships, or a happy home. And it literally says here possible country setting. But she went back to some memory. The Six of Cups are soul ties, soul commitments, past life connections. What was this? This could also do with business. There's more news coming. What's the news coming for the Empress? What is the news coming? The news coming in for the Empress. And she's no longer going to feel abandoned or left out in the cold. Does that even matter since she's already bloody? She's been to so many wars. How is this still going to make her feel? This is something she's been working on. Tell me about this King of Cups. Emotionally shy. He tries to be gentle with the Queen, or with the Empress. Tries to be gentle with her. See that he did this to her and given her the upper hand. That all is not lost. Reminiscing about his life, a situation in his life. There used to be celebration. Celebration. So that would tell me why. Okay. Walking away. Troubled waters. Trying to get to calmer waters, but ego has to be out of the way and things need to be balanced. We go back to the beginning of the card. You got to surrender to the divine. All of this is the energies that are coming in, and depending on which way you go is what the outcome is. Every outcome is different. You control your own life. This is just a snapshot of what the energies could bring in for you. Don't let pride get in the way. And this energy is gaining more energy by the more the more judgment is called, the more that judgment is placed on a situation. Maybe judgment has to be called. Maybe there's travel involved. But there's a decision that is undecided. You need to see things more clearly, but things are hidden, and the Empress can't handle when things are hidden because it feels like deceit, correct? But this is also the king, as he's trying to be calmly to her and gentle, may not be telling her the complete truth. Why isn't the king telling? Maybe they're going to be sending a message. Maybe that will be surrendering to the divine because it's looking for the moon to set things correct. Because the King of Pentacles, when he's not being emotional, then the king, and he's being a king of just business, arrogance, and powerful. So it's like this king, this energy of the king, masculine or feminine, went through all these phases, and now the Empress is bloody and has went through too much war and is wore out and doesn't know what to do anymore. And now the king is trying to show compassion and be gentle. There has to be movement. Let me get another deck of cards. Lovers. Yes, because they're moving away to calmer waters, but there's a decision to be made with their love, because the love is there, but there was a death to something. Can this death be resurrected, even if the Empress comes down as a Queen of Pentacles to nurture this whole relationship, this whole thing of what it is? To bring harmony, to bring peace and passion to this. How can this peace be attained? By the King of Cups. So by showing action, showing your emotion, not being scared to get out of the either side, being scared to get out of their comfort zone. Their desire is to just to discover what it is that their future holds. But the King of Swords is building all this the stuff, but in his mind. And that's where there's you have to balance with your emotions and your mind, and not just build something physical that you can see, but building something emotional also, so that it's stable. So I think that, even though she's all bloody and he's trying to be gentle, I think that he's this energy is going to come towards you, but just as a knight, like you're not going to see the action of it. You're going to see the action of it, but is it going to be enough? Maybe that's where the beginning of the heart of the story of what, going towards your North Node, what makes you completely happy, and that you feel like you are good enough, even though you've been to battle and you've went to war for yourself. To start anew, but you have to surrender. And I think it's surrendering. What does the Empress need to surrender? Does the Empress need to surrender? Does the Empress need to surrender for this relationship, for this Two of Cups? Surrender to the change that's coming, the challenges, dilemmas, options. What does the King need to surrender? Not communicating, not sending the message, not being truthful, and being completely honest, and keeping things balanced with the High Priestess energy. Having empathy and passion and spirituality, both of them all at the same time through this energy. For so maybe she made the wrong decision. Queen of Cups. Now this king wants to come in with all this stuff with the Ten of Pentacles reversed. It not feeling like completion though, because you have to surrender to the divine and balance spirituality and practicality. Moving forward, looking ahead. Taking the action and the spiritual outlook to have where you're going to your to give you enough passion and to hand you enough action to move this forward to the Nine of Cups. By the Three of Swords. There's a broken heart. By the broken heart. I think this is past wounds. This is where all this bloodshed comes from. It's no longer dripping. Swords are still there. Okay. So the Empress has went in. Four of Cups. No longer looking at that cup, no longer paying attention to it, looking at all the work and the nostalgia of the things that they have done so that she can shine the feminine energy, the energy of the Empress. The Page of Cups, the king wasn't moving before. He wasn't being in action, even though he was a king. He was acting like the page, stagnant and showing too much love at times and not enough at other times, is what I just heard. Not being balanced, not surrendering. Two of Cups again. King of Cups, justice. So justice will be served in this relationship, and you will be able to come out of it and create your own outcome, but justice has to be served first for this Empress being so bloody and for the pain that was caused to that energy. Not being able to be balanced emotionally. Not balancing it, not balancing, and not being able to untie yourself and not even seeing a way to do it, or your hopes or wishes. When the Empress was going through all that, she wasn't able to even see her own hopes and wishes, or her own information of what she was being given by source. The Six of Cups, so contracts. Damn, so contracts. Feeling left out in the cold. Knowing exactly how she looks. But here comes the knight in shining armor with something to say. Coming in fast. Because they can no longer stay in their head about this. They can no longer keep this message to themselves. Yeah. Completely up in their head. Not being able to sleep. Sleepless nights out in the cold. Same thing. Too too many people in the business, too many things that have happened, not feeling victorious, that has dreams to discover, to move forward. Just give me, what is this love? What is this soul contract between these people? What is this soul contract between the Empress and the Kings? The Kings are, the King is trying to become the Emperor for the Empress. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. The time has come to clear your energy. So making sure that you know that you're worthy, no matter what has happened, and to clear your energy. Addictions are affecting your romantic life, your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. There are signs everywhere cautioning you to slow down. Slow down. About today's energy. What is these soul tie partners need to know? What is this soul contract between these people? What do they need to know? Moth to a flame. Tenacity. Revenge. So is that why this could end up feeling straight like revenge, but they're a moth to a flame to each other. Revenge for what? For someone not being honest, for someone not telling the whole truth, mischief, playing around too much. Let's see. Judgment's going to be called upon it. So all this has happened. You have to surrender to the divine, because all this is happening. This judgment is happening. We've had it 3 times now in the deck. In all the reading, it is going to happen. The judgment has been called on this 2 of Cups, on this relationship, on this soul connection. But you need to make sure whatever energy you're putting out toward this, it is gaining. So if it's really bad, it's going to get worse. If it's really good, it's going to get great. You have to surrender to the divine to balance it, but you need to follow your north node, your happiness, no matter what. Make sure that you're following where you're supposed to be, and remember that you are good enough, no matter what you've been through, how bloody you are. And don't let pride get in your way of saying, I'm sorry, when you need to say you're sorry. The conclusions within this to be able to get through it and take action toward it. Is within your reach, but how are you going to take it? Yeah, you're going to have to balance it, alchemize it, bring the 2 soul parts that have come here to learn from each other, to love each other, bring it into balance, and bring the passion back to it, because you're both the moth to a flame, and that can get way too hot to where you have to go another direction. Or when that goes out and there's no longer there anything, then you're left bloody. Now here comes the Emperor. Empress is he's now going to take his rightful place as the emperor in your life. But you've had to speak your truth. You've had to be the Queen of Swords. You've had to be that bitch. You had to take it there so that you could look on to the future and and what had to be balanced and what you were going to take and what you were not going to take. This emperor had to have strength to become the emperor or the empress. But I'm hearing that there's regret, that the empress is bloody, and I don't. Yeah, it was hard. It was hard for the soul connection in general. It took a lot out of both of them. I want to get some different cards. Tell me what this soul contract needs to know. What are these two people? Don't doubt your mission together. Light worker star seeds serve the world by being you. So both of these people being their self, both of these energies truly being their self, not holding who they are back from anyone. Surrender to the sweetness of life, the love, the joy. Enjoy being in your life. And if you're not enjoying being in your life, have the courage to surrender to the divine to create a different life, which is what it was telling us in the beginning. Your dreams are happening. Keep holding the vision of what it is that you want. Follow your intuition. It will help you make sense of all things. And sometimes your intuition can be confusing because we put our own emotions of what we want to feel instead of what is really going on. But try to filter that out. Transmission, activation, transforming everything that's coming in, the pain that's coming in, the lessons you're learning, transforming it all to be the best version of yourself that you can possibly be as the Empress. No matter if you've been beat up, bruised, bloody, sitting there from head to toe, you made it back to that throne. And understanding that there is all the kings of fire, water, earth, air out here that have put themselves back together with these things too, and see what they have done. They see what they have done, and now they want to be the emperor. But you have to make sure that you're even looking and have self-love enough to be able to accept it for a new beginning to happen with this person, is what I'm told. Because you're feeling like the weight of the world, the boundaries, let it go. It's not yours to carry anymore. So on both energies, feminine and masculine, let it go. It's not yours to carry no more. It's too much to carry. You were carrying all of it and you couldn't see what was in front of you. You couldn't see where you're supposed to go. You couldn't see where you needed to go with your north node, where you're supposed to go in life. Let it go. Cry it out. Purge it out. Temper it. And then keep going. Bloody or not, you made it. And that's all anyone can expect you to do. Let's see. If these two do these things, what is the potential outcome? Outcome can be changed by free will. Don't take anyone's advice for your own life. This is just a little snippet of what it could be. You could have the world. You could be able to have it balanced and you're no longer going to feel like you're blinded and you don't know which way to go. You'll know exactly if you're supposed to be where you're supposed to be with strength, but you can't even using all that strength to make sure you're not ripping people's head off, make sure that you're doing it with as much grace as possible, which is very hard to do. Now, I got these little funny cards, rebel cards, I'm Aquarius rebel, but these are some smart ass cards that just, make you laugh. What do you want to tell these two? What do you want to tell these two? It can be, they're smart ass, so don't take this personal. This is just to give us a little laugh before we end here. What do you want to tell us? Figure shit out your own way. Stop asking us. What else do you want to say about this energy? What do you want to say about these two people? Give 0. You're giving too many fucks. So calm down on the emotional. I mean, you have to balance them both. One more. I'm gonna tell these two. Cool. Don't believe every shitty thought you have. Thoughts can be sneaky lying bastards. So, just remember a thought is a thought until you put action to it. Let's see what the angels have for us. Angels, what do you want to tell these two? This is not going to resonate for everybody. So, relationship harmony, archangel. We angels are opening the hearts of everyone involved. Arguments and conflicts are being resolved now. So trust in the divine timing. Trust that everything is in divine timing when you surrender to the divine, when you stop trying to make it work yourself. Peace comes from remembering that only love is real and everything else is just the matrix of life. Only love is real. But also remembering that how you got here, how you got bloody, what you've been through on both energies, masculine and feminine, or whatever, was a lesson, and a lesson that had to be made. You made it back there. So just make sure that you're, creating the right decisions now, because the energy is moving fast and you could end up back fighting again, or another tower moment that you have to go through, and you may get a little bloodier, but it's all in divine timing. So that's all I have for you guys today. I love you. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. And I look forward to seeing you guys again. Bye.